Hello and welcome to my channel if you're new here, and welcome back if you've been here before. It's been a while since I did a clean and decorate with me video, and I was asked for one by one of my viewers, so I figured I'd go ahead and do one. So for starters, I'm taking down the Thanksgiving signs that I had in my entryway, and I'm replacing them with cute little Advent styled ornament signs. These are actually signs that I got at Joann's about 2 or 3 years ago. They were end of season clearance items, and I love some sale items. So I hung up the 2 little ornaments, and then you're going to see above my door I've had for a while now a Proud to be an American sign, and it stays up pretty much year round, so I thought now would be a good time to take it down and replace it with an Advent themed sign over the door. Now this took a little while to do because while I had existing nails in for the Proud to be an American sign, the Advent sign is a little bit different shaped. It's smaller than the Proud to be an American one. So the nails that I had in the wall for the first sign weren't going to work for the second one. So after trying to mess with those nails for a little bit and seeing if I could make it work, I realized it just wasn't going to happen. And so you see me here trying to fiddle with it and realizing that yeah, even if I did try and work with the string on it to get that to hang up with the existing nails, it just wasn't going to work for this sign, and I needed to put up another nail. So I went and I got a hammer and I got a nail, and I went ahead and put that in so that way I could hang the sign up there and I didn't have to use the nails that were used by the other sign. It won't be a big deal when I take this one down that those nails are there because, I mean, there's nails in the walls to hang signs, and unless you're really looking for them, it's not that obvious, and if I should so choose, I could just take the nail out when I'm done with hanging this sign up. Now on to the kitchen. There's a space between the kitchen and the family room, and I like to keep that decorated. And I had a spring themed sign that, I mean, it can go for spring or pretty much any time of the year, but I thought a good Advent type calendar would be good for this spot since it is, after all, the winter season and Advent. So I took the sort of spring themed one down, and as you can see, I have this little hanging tool where it has levels on either notch, and then in those notches it has a ruler that's attached to, so I could line those notches up with the back side of the calendar and measure out where I need to have the notches, and then press that into the wall, and the level tells me that, well, that it was going to put the nails in level when I pressed the prongs. So I measured against the wall first, and then here you see me putting in the nails in the spots that the prongs left holes, so that way the calendar will have even spacing and it'll be level. Now the hard part about hanging something when you can't see the nail spots behind it is that you're kind of going blind on it. So I tried looking from the side and from the top in order to hang this thing up, but I'll admit it gave me a bit of a fuss because I had to keep trying to feel behind it and then look to see where the nails were in the wall. But I did finally get it on there, and then I pressed it to the wall to make sure that it went flush against the wall. And it turned out pretty nice. Now this is the Advent wreath, which I showed in a previous video of the things that we have for celebrating Advent. And I thought I'd spruce that up a little bit. I had these little winter picks that I bought at Joann's, like I said, about 2 years ago. So I pulled them out and just stuck them in around the Advent wreath because it's basically just a metal wreath with candle holders. It's designed for Advent, but still, it doesn't have much, greenery to it. So I stuck these in order to give it some green. Now on to some cleaning. The first stop is my couch because my husband had been noticing that crumbs had been getting into the cushions, and it was just time to vacuum and clean it out. So I'm going cushion by cushion here and just lifting up the cushions and using the extension on the Little Bissell vacuum cleaner in order to vacuum up any crumbs that were in there. And once or twice there were actually items that got stuck in the tube, and I had to either try to pull them out or tap them down and stretch the tube, and then that just sort of cleared the tube for me. But it's amazing how much stuff can accumulate in a couch in just like a month's time, and you really wouldn't expect it, but yeah, there was a decent bit of crumbs there. And then, you know, if there's any like dirt on your feet and you sit down and have your feet up on the couch, that can get into the couch too. Once I had the underneath vacuumed, it seemed like a good idea to just run the tip over the top of the cushions. That way it could vacuum up anything that was sitting on top of there. I then fluffed the pillows, and after that I refolded and folded the blankets because I thought it'd be nice to have them just sort of nice and folded up and laid on top of each other on the couch, but not down on the couch. It gets pretty chilly here in Northeast Ohio, so it's kind of blanket season, even when you have the heat on. And after that, I went over and started vacuuming the little tiles that we have for the kids to play on and the toys. After vacuuming that, I went on to clean a spot on the tiles where some fruit juice had been spilled, and it put up a little bit of a fight, but the Mrs. Myers took care of that pretty well and got rid of that. After cleaning that, I went on to dust some of the items that were on a shelf in our family room, and I keep the Sacred Heart of Jesus picture above there as part of my Sacred Heart of Jesus devotion. And now on to cleaning the cabinets, and then I'm going to hang some cute red bows that I got at the Dollar Tree on those. I want to get them really wiped down to make sure that the double-sided foam tape would stick to them. Once I was done with the cabinets, it was on to the bathroom, so I'm going to wipe down the sink and the mirror, and then I'm going to clean the toilet, and that'll pretty much take care of the bathroom for me. So that's pretty much it as far as what needed to be cleaned in the bathroom. And here's the finished product. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and found some motivation to clean and decorate yourself. And if you liked it, please click like. If you wouldn't mind, please click the subscribe button down below. And I'll see you in my next video.